knowing that the son of his first love is actually his own son. The young master of this rich family was amazed. But Eunsu refused to admit it was his child. Blaming Jong-hoon is now a married man. His wife is still pregnant with his child. Asked Jong-hoon not to disturb their mother and daughter. But Jong-hoon did not believe her words. He felt he had been deceived for so many years. Isn't Eunsu too cruel to him? Other way. This evil girl is holding a notice to find someone with her portrait. But extremely angry. It turned out to be because Eunsu passed the driver's description. From there draw a portrait of the kidnapper. After giving the driver confirmation again, directly print the photo. Also specially sent to Se-yoon's company. Se-yoon looked at it and realized that it was her. She was so scared that she broke out into a cold sweat. Crazy. This picture is me. So she turned to a lawyer. Prepared to stop Eunsu's actions. Jong-hoon comes to Jin-gu to confirm that Jun-hee is his son. But Jin-gu blamed him for not being qualified to be Jun-hee's father. Advised him to take good care of his wicked wife. She used to come to our house. But he said he didn't meet Jun-hee again. So why should she be so afraid? Don't you find it strange? This man, after having a one-night stand with Se-yoon, knowing that she was married to a family of financiers, immediately intend to find her to make a mess. But he was blocked by security at the door. Jong-hoon just went to see them all. Knowing he wants to meet Se-yoon, Jong-hoon directly led him to the office. Se-yoon looked at the man in front of him. For a moment it was a little unrecognizable. Thinking carefully, I remembered that it was the name I spent the night with. Hastily asked someone to take him out first. Jong-hoon again asked her if she had ever met Jun-hee. Se-yoon didn't even bother to accept it. But after Jong-hoon told what Jin-gu told him, Se-yoon immediately changed 180 and said that she remembered wrongly. It's all a lie, of course. Now I really can't forgive you. Jae-yeol then went to find Se-yoon again. He said the child in her belly could be his too. Se-yoon couldn't help but feel angry. Just wanted to send someone to chase him away. Jae-yeol said that again, he had to go find Jong-hoon. Se-yoon angrily warned him not to do anything wrong. As long as she gives him money, everything will be solved. Se-yoon had no choice but to send someone to teach him a lesson. At night, when Jae-yeol was walking on the street, he was suddenly stopped by someone, hitting and threatening him to never appear in front of Se-yoon. If not, I will send him back to his grandparents. What are you guys going to do? Just all this scene was discovered by Jin-gu. After waiting for the people in black to leave, they ran to help. Through his words, the man learned that he was related to Se-yoon. Successfully threatened Jae-yeol. But a career creator like her still has a lot to deal with. So she went to the hospital to threaten Eunsu. Eunsu angrily replied, "Leave it and have someone kidnap the boy. The thick-skinned is here to claim his honor. Is someone like you worthy?" I told her to stop for me. Tomorrow. Someone called Eunsu saying that he had seen the kidnapper. The kidnapper was in a white car at the time. Because that person is very beautiful, maybe she has seen it on TV. Eunsu returned to find Daegu caught by someone. Se-yoon went to a lawyer to warn her. If she continues to hand out flyers, she won't leave Eunsu alone. Then throw all her flyers away. Jong-hoon also visited Jun-hee at this time. Possibly due to spiritual fatherhood. Under the love of Jong-hoon, Jun-hee slowly wakes up. "Dad." After checking, the doctor said that Jun-hee's condition is nothing to worry about anymore. After returning home, Jong-hoon could not forget the boy's figure. Se-yoon blamed her husband for worrying about someone else's son. Jong-hoon emphasized that it was his son. Se-yoon couldn't help but threaten her to tell the president about this. "You mean, you want to bring the baby back for me to raise?" Minute Se-yoon. "You listen well here. If you coughed a word to my parents, then you and I will end immediately." "What?" "This child was kidnapped by a psycho girl and had an accident." Finally, under the love and care of his family, he slowly regained consciousness. Eunsu for not letting her child be in any more danger. Ask the child to pretend he doesn't remember the kidnapper's appearance. Mrs. Pal-soon was about to go with Se-yoon to the hospital to visit Jun-hee. She was afraid the boy would recognize her, but find an excuse to not go. But when Mrs. Pal-soon said the baby couldn't remember the kidnapper, she immediately turned around and said she was going to visit. In hospital, Jun-hee stared at Se-yoon. "I feel that you are very familiar. Why do you keep looking at Aunt Se-yoon like that? Is it the first time seeing such a beautiful person?" "Not. I saw it then. Se-yoon was scared after hearing that. Fortunately, no one paid much attention to what the boy said. Look at the two of you discussing how to catch the kidnapper. Se-yoon immediately asked to go back first. At this time, Insa also chased her and told her not to be proud. One day he will remember who the kidnapper was. Se-yoon listened and was afraid to say a word. Jung-hoon learns that Se-yoon has a lot of baseball caps. Immediately go home to find. Se-yoon saw him holding the hat in his hand and asked Jung-hoon what he wanted to do. Jung-hoon was startled and had to return the hat to its place. Waiting for him to leave, Se-yoon hurriedly gathered the evidence. Drive to a dump near home. This was seen by the nanny in the house. After she left, the nanny ran over. Then bring the bag back home. Unfortunately, Jung-hoon caught him. What a waste of effort. Jung-hoon, after hesitating for a while, decided to open Se-yoon's bag. Found the baseball cap, the witness said. He immediately took the hat to confirm with the driver. After thinking about it for a while, driving is definitely that hat. This is exactly the hat. Can't go wrong anywhere. Jung-hoon did not expect that. Se-yoon can do such cruel things. On this side, Jin-gu, after saving Jae-yeol, then became friends with him. He wants to know some of Se-yoon's story from him. He wants him to join with him to take revenge on Se-yoon. The money that Se-yoon gave him did not meet his needs at all. He also boldly demanded the price that she sent someone to beat him yesterday. Se-yoon is not interested in getting the money back directly. Angry, he says he can do whatever he wants. Jae-yeol had to mention that he would find a chaebol family to tell everything. Se-yoon couldn't take it anymore and turned to leave. It's up to you. But if you dare open that rotten mouth, the price to change is your life. After this, Jin-gu also went to find him. But he failed to record her admitting the relationship. Se-yoon, after coming home from the nanny, learned that her bag was taken away by Jung-hoon. She immediately ran to the office to find. The baseball cap is nowhere to be seen. When he went to Jung-hoon's car, he discovered the hat was inside. Jung-hoon got evidence but didn't go to the police. Instead, he went to the hospital. What would you do if you caught the kidnapper? Eun-soo knows that Jung-hoon really has evidence. She wants to give back what Se-yoon has done. Give her a taste of suffering for once. Eun-soo, it's correct. I really hate her. But this will only be the beginning. I will never forgive her. So, only able to protect my son. By the time Jung-hoon returned, the hat was gone. And the person standing behind is Se-yoon. Jung-hoon came home and asked if she did it. He couldn't think of anyone else but her. Se-yoon seemed to know nothing but denied everything. Eun-soo learned that Jung-hoon had found the hat and asked him if he had reported it to the police. But Jung-hoon said that the hat was taken by someone else. Hear him say that. Eun-soo was extremely angry. Blame him for covering Se-yoon. She is extremely disappointed with Jung-hoon. The hat is gone. I also lost an opportunity. Eun-soo. No, this is still for me to deal with. Yes, I don't expect him to do anything for him either.